Well, it's certainly been different than what we've experienced in the past, and been a long time since we've been in Vegas. That was 2019. But
Mhm.
coming off of Charleston, we learned a lot, and thank goodness our country has opened up so that we don't have to do testing, we don't have to have restrictions. There's no limited numbers, and the show is just thriving right now. It's been slow getting employees back into their positions,
Mm.
so we've had to work a little harder to get things done, but the show's really come along. So we're very excited to get everybody out and see them all and have a good time. Yeah, we just did a comparison from 19 to 21 because there was no 20. We're running about 120% ahead of registration at that time, which is great. The more significant thing is our trade show hall. We have 240 booths, and we're down to 34 booths. This time in 2019, we had over 100 booths left. So if you're going to exhibit at our show, boy, get on board now because we will sell out. And the other piece of that is the hotel. We
Mhm.
have a big room block there at the Paris Hotel and Casino, and we're at about 45% sold already, which is really unusual. This is July 1st, and usually it's another month away before we're
Yeah.
here. So people are registering early, they're getting involved, and man, it's going to be a lot of fun. We have four different things going on with pre-conference. First one is a full day seminar on how to build your dream business with Howard Partridge. You know, he usually charges about $395 for that. I think we're charging $149 for that. We twisted his arm and said, you know, we want as many people in there as possible. The other thing we're doing at this show we have never done, and I'm not sure it's been done in the industry, is we're doing some tracks and some classes specifically in Spanish. First class in Spanish will be an OSHA 10 class on Tuesday, September 7th. And again, if you don't speak Spanish, you don't want to register for this class. It will only be in Spanish. And we're having quite a reception to that, and really want to thank Normie for helping us organize this and bring it together. And then the third class that day is you probably saw Phil Rosebrook over there at your convention that you just returned from, and they're going to do a class on why, when, and how to sell your restoration business, which is a great class. I sat in for a few minutes on the last one. It's an all-day class. It'll be taught by Gokul Padmanahan and Phil Rosebrook, and those guys are fantastic. And then finally, Fiber Protector America is doing a private event. So if you're involved with Fiber Protector America, you could certainly jump in on their meeting that's going on all day also. Well, first of all, you know, we have been studying how people learn for a long time. And we've concluded that our show is hitting the dial correctly. So we do classroom training to begin with. We have 5 tracks of education. We have cleaning in one track, restoration in the track, management and marketing in a track, the good life, and then some general subject in a track. And the good life, by the way, is about healthy living, healthy eating, exercise, stretching. And then finally, track 5 on Wednesday, that track will all be in Spanish that first day. And then Normie will be doing remediation training. And then ARCS will be doing training on area road cleaning. So there's a whole variety of things there. So we do classroom training.
Mhm.
We have 45 instructors coming in to train. And then we go to the trade show hall where we're doing a lot of hands-on. I mean, a lot of hands-on. There's so much going on. So we built the house, as you mentioned. We've been building that for, I think, 9 or 10 years. And then we flood it. And then we bring in great instructors led by Barry Costa, and they do best practice. They teach people the latest technology, the best tools, Bluetooth, new ideas about how to dry properly inside of walls, mold, whatever it is. that's going on there. And then, of course, this year we're bringing Jeff Jones back in, and he's going to do his amazing dog and pony show with PPE, proper protocols, making sure that your crews are properly trained. And there's a whole team of instructors there. But this year we decided to do something really unique to jazz up the whole show. So we're introducing the restoration cage. So right next to the flood house is an area that's 80 by 25, all in chain link. There's a 15-foot screen in there with a camera person, all live demonstrations. So when they're doing live demonstrations, you can see it on the screen. But then we're going to have a lot of fun. We have MCs who are podcast guys and gals. And then we hired one of the top DJs from Las Vegas to come in between the breaks, do some entertaining, play some music, just have a lot of fun. There'll be other demos going on in that space also. And then that's just the beginning of it. All the way across the hall, Shaw Industries, who is the largest manufacturer of floor covering in the world, is doing the Shaw Learning Lab. And they have a huge area, and they're just going to be doing constant, ongoing, hands-on training of hard surface and soft surface floors. And they'll also be teaching hard surface repairs, especially on luxury vinyl, tile, and plank, which is a real common problem right now, but nobody knows how to do it properly. So the head of technical services will be there. The head of Shaw Product Care will be there. That's going to be awesome. A couple of other things I'll highlight. Right in the center of the room, CleanRight bought a space, and we're reintroducing our campfires. I don't know if you remember those, but the campfires are a small area, 10 to 15 people sitting in a circle with an instructor and dedicated subjects, specifically both lecture and hands-on both. So they're going to be doing fiber and fabric cleaning there. On the other side, Normie is going to be doing a campfire specifically related to remediation. And then in the back of the room, the health and wellness area will have a campfire. And we're bringing in an instructor who's going to be teaching about stretching, especially your shoulders that you're overusing and causing problems. He's going to be talking about nutrition. What is the junk you're eating at fast food places when you're in a hurry instead of taking care of it? What else can you be doing to work with your team so that they're healthy all year round, so they're not sick and out part of the year? So that's kind of a fun area. Trina always puts on a great exhibit back there. And, when you look at just sport drinks that everybody's drinking, how much sugar do you think is in those things? You got to go check that out. One of the things we really heard about is diabetes in our industry. It's rampant. And so they're going to cover that also. How can you control your diet and control diabetes? So those are all really fun things. I can go on and on with how many other hands-on demos are going on in the room. There is so much going on. It's very active and going to be a lot of fun. I mentioned ARCS. We're going to have a rug alley. And then at the end of the rug alley, they're going to be doing live demonstrations on how to care for rugs, how to take them in, how to stretch them, all those things. And then Tom Monahan's going to be back there with a full setup. And it's just going to be a fun time. If you're a lover of rugs like me, it's always a great time to go back there. Yeah, I'm happy to tell you what we're doing there. First of all, we try to work with some kind of a charity at every one of our events. So we worked with the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society for 9 years, and we donated a lot of money, but it wasn't just from us, it was from all of our attendees and our vendors. And we really think that it's important to give back. And this year, I was introduced to a charity that I think is pretty fascinating, and it's called Charity Water. Well, we're in the water damage business. We're cleaning with water. Just made sense to me to look at water. So our keynote, first one, will be Scott Harrison, who's the CEO. And what Scott's going to talk about is what's going on around the world, not just in the US, but other countries all over the world where water's a problem. And so what we're going to be doing is he's going to talk about safe drinking water, and he's going to talk about a way that we can help bring safe drinking water to communities all over the world. And we're going to fundraise specifically for that charity. My goal is to bring in $30,000 for that charity. And let me tell you what they do. They take the money and they drill wells in community, and each well will support 250 families, which is phenomenal. And one story, I watched all these videos, talked to Scott. you know, the young girls are responsible for walking 4 or 5 miles with these huge jugs on their head to collect water for the family for the day. And I'm like, that is absolutely insane. Why aren't they in school? And nonetheless, this would stop some of that activity and enhance their lives also. So we're excited about that. And then our second keynote is very timely also. And really one of my favorite guys in the world right now, Dr. Gavin McGregor Skinner. He is really leading the field on what's going on with germs and bacteria and virus. And he wants to talk about, does your cleaning mean there's no germs? Maybe talk about also what's coming down the pike. What are we looking at in the future? Where have we been? What is this crazy pandemic we've been going through? And what's the future of that also? And that doesn't just affect the restoration area. That affects all of us in all facets of our businesses. And I felt like those two specific areas were critical for the show. I mean, those are just some of the small things that are going on. There's so much more going on and so many fun things. We're trying to recognize how long it's been that so many of these people have not seen each other. And so we're going to start out Tuesday afternoon at 4 o'clock with a reception at registration, just so everybody can get back together and have fun, spend a couple of hours. There'll be food there, there'll be bars there. That's all going to be happening. And then also, there's a variety of social media network groups that are out there. And so we've invited several of them to come and be in that area and bring their groups in so they can all meet each other. And so we're going to have truck mount forums, Masons Network, Carpet Cleaners World, and Mikey's board all there. And they're going to have areas where they can network and then meet each other also. So hopefully no fights break out, but I think we're going to have a great time. In the trade show hall on Wednesday, then we'll have a reception there. But on Thursday, I think we're going to have the largest outdoor party that the industry's ever seen. So we rented the Paris pool, and we're going to have full dinner there. And everybody that's at our show is invited. You need a name badge. You don't have a name badge, security's not going to let you in. So we want everybody to come. We're expecting several thousand people to be there. And I hired this band. Last time in 2019 was a lot of fun with the lead singers from Kansas there. Well, this time I decided what I wanted to do was see if we could bring the game up just a little bit higher. So I've hired this team of guys, and there's a gal in there too. And they were lead singers from major rock and roll bands in the late 70s and through the 80s. And for instance, the lead singer of Journey will be there. And I don't want to reveal a lot more, but that'll give you an idea of the caliber of the entertainment we're going to have there. So it's a private concert. They're just performing for us. It's for 90 minutes, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So networking time, fun time, have a few cocktails, have dinner, and let's have a great time together. So we're really looking forward to that. Then we also have a post-convention program. So I'll tell you quickly about that, Michelle. The first program is actually Friday when the trade show closes. Woolsafe is coming over from England, and they're going to teach a fiber care specialist course, which is a certification from 3 to 7:30. And then the next day, there's a couple of really good programs. The first one's called Rug Revenue Workshop, and that's being put on by Mark Kennedy and Lisa Wagner, and they do an amazing job. So if you have any interest in the rug business, you definitely want to stay for that. And then our friends at Normie are teaching a full day certification for mold assessment technician. So this is one of the first times it'll be offered. It is full day, it's all day Saturday, and all this registration is available online. Well, we really appreciate our partnership with R&R, obviously, and we can't wait to see everybody. So I actually set up a desk right inside the trade show hall. So when they walk in, they're going to be forced to see me, and I'm planning to get 1,000 hugs. So nonetheless, I can't wait to see everybody.